Nikki!
It's not my fault.
It literally is! Hey guys, what is up? So basically, as you guys already know, we were in Phoenix last week, and this week was nothing short of the same thing. Did that make any sense? I have no idea. It was the same. We were in Phoenix for 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. We stayed with Mary Jo, which has been so amazing. Last week, if you guys don't know yet, you know now, we bought a van! We bought a van! Look at Karen. I mean, look at Karen.
She's so
Give Karen a look. Look at her. Look at the windows, the film out of. I have to do it. Angie, can you put this in?
I'm in a minivan!
We got Karen, and when we drove her off of the lot 2 days later, after we bought her, all the lights on the dashboard turned on like a Christmas tree. We had to take Karen back to the dealership, and this dealership, D1 Auto Sales, by the way, is amazing. Like, they did so many repairs, and they did it for, wait for it, free, F-R-E-E. Not only did they do the repairs for free, these people gave us another car to drive while they did the repairs. And the rest of that week, we went to Pure Heart Church again. And let me tell you something. Pure Heart Church has been incredible to us. They've been welcoming. They've been kind. You have no idea. We made so many friends. Like, it's ridiculous.
Thinking back to just things that I've been through, I've noticed times where God has brought me through seasons of a lot of pain. And in time, like in those moments, it doesn't seem like God's doing anything. It doesn't seem like God's in the mix of it all. And you feel all alone and feel lonely, and you don't feel anybody around you to make you feel loved and surrounded and cared for. And in those times, there's no other choice but to run to Jesus. I was severely depressed, and I experienced a lot of pain all in 1 week. I did drugs that I never thought I would even imagine being around. Ended up at a party that I don't really remember anything about. I remember waking up and knowing that something had happened to my body, knowing that I was raped, and I didn't know what to do. I felt like I hit rock bottom. I felt like I was worthless. I felt like no one saw me. I had no one to turn to. I hit my lowest point where I thought I wanted to take my own life. I knew in my spirit that I couldn't give up because I knew the truth. I grew up knowing God's word, rose up in that moment knowing that I had something to live for, and I didn't necessarily know what that was. Just knowing that God has a plan and a future for my life no matter what that looks like. And I feel like God brings us through hardship and trials to not only make ourselves stronger, but to make everybody around us stronger too, because you never know what anybody else has gone through. Even when we go through that pain, God's promise is right over the hill and right over that mountain. And with your eyes on Him, it's going to keep you straight on His path. Even if it seems like it's going crazy, you're still on His path, and He's got you, and it's going to be okay.
Try to keep your eyes on God. Like when I was going through a really difficult time, there was just a lot of trust issues with all that, but I had to keep my eyes on God and try to make sure I was with the right group. And like there's a lot of things that even if it's difficult, like you have to just keep your eyes on God and try to stay focused.
Learn to embrace pain. They learned or were taught, thought it was best to pretend like pain didn't exist. Younger generation, pain is the thing to make a joke out of, which really means, oh my gosh, I got a feeling and I don't know what to do with it, so I guess I better laugh at it. That's fair and that's valid, and I understand why people do that. But there's beauty that happens in pain, and there's an experience that we understand on the other side of that pain. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to feel pain. It's okay to be able to look at somebody and say, oh my gosh, dude, that really sucks. I'm sorry. I don't have an answer, because we think we're supposed to have an answer for everything. Sometimes there's not an answer. But I think if we're willing to embrace the pain and not be afraid to ask that, or even just sit in something without me actually having to have an answer, I think on the other side of that we learn not only about ourselves, but we learn about the world in a much more intimate way. And ultimately that's what people are just, they crave. They want real relationships, they want real friendships, they want real authentic life and, you know, hear authentic everything. And I don't know how you can do that if you don't authentically learn to embrace pain.
To know that they're not alone and that you were made on purpose for a purpose. And I didn't know that for a while myself. And I went to summer camp and I was like praying to God, asking like what my purpose was. And I got this voice in my head that told me I should start speaking about Him. And I was like, I can't do that. You know, I have a lot of anxiety, especially in speaking in front of people, like right now. I knew that my purpose was to be a pastor, and then I got to bring that to my school, and I started Youth Alive Club.
I love that.
I think if we could really live that out, concentrate on loving God and loving others, this would be like, the world would be a very different place than it is right now. I think every single problem we see it happens when we're trying to love ourselves over the needs of others. I don't know, but it's something to think about. So I guess that's it. Like, my advice is just really embrace relationship. Think about who you've got influencing you in relationship, and then understand that God works through relationship.
My advice to the generations,
All of them.
generations would be to open your eyes a little bit and see what God has already provided you with before you go and ask Him for more.
So we head off to our next destination, which you will find out in next week's video. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.